Hola a todos y bienvenido al video número 4 de Warren Smith Ski Academy. Aquí estamos en Verbier, Suiza, y las condiciones están increíbles, como podrán ver. So this week we've been working a lot with our academies, our masters, our super groups, our gappies, our level 3s. The 4 valleys are open, so there's been a lot of skiing in the itinerary runs, especially for those top groups and the super groups, and conditions are great. You're gonna see a lot of what we've been doing behind the scenes. It's gonna be really fun, and you'll see what's coming up for next week. So from the entire Warren Smith team, we wanna wish you a Feliz Navidad y un próspero año nuevo.
So here we're chatting about vision, being able to look ahead, find the different patches to be able to turn around if it's going around bumps or pivoting our skis on the bumps, playing with that forward motion, backwards motion, and then chatting also a bit about that entrance with the line of the shoulders coming in towards the foreline of the slope, and then centralizing our shoulders back towards our skis.
We're with Stan's group on the chairlift. Say hello, team.
Hello.
What's going on this week? We're on day 3, is it?
Day three.
Yeah, go on, give us your report so far.
What are we working on already?
Oh, getting over the outer ski, not going on the inner ski. It gives us a lot of individual attention.
That's great.
She's great. That really doesn't sound great either, does it?
Today's all about initiation of the turn, not creating a too wide stance and creating some issues for us in the first part of the turn afterwards, but just really being smooth in the initiation, being able to tilt the skis simultaneously and not one ski on edge, one ski flat, and we see a bit of a wedge, a bit of a plow turn. That's the focus, to get away from that. Boom. Damien, nice run. From looking at your skis, the way they're working, there's still some times where we can see the downhill drifting a little bit apart, and that just gives you a bit of issues when you then initiate. For you, I think the issue comes from wanting to just step onto that new downhill ski too early. Cool. All right, we're down off to the left towards La Chaux. We can practice a little bit with the individual feedback we've just gotten, but it is also just a little bit flat. So at some point we need to go straight to go. On y va.
Okay, so during this exercise, I'm trying to keep my weight stacked forwards over my ski. I'm also really trying to feel my ankle coming up and down, my weight not coming back so not everything goes on my thigh. Cool, so I've just been giving some one ski skiing a go. Our thought process for that run was about softening the ankle, coming through the corner nicely like that, but in general it's a really good exercise for stacking your weight over your foot, because you need your weight over the tip of your ski for it to come round the corner in the transition. It's also quite good for balance in general. Obviously, it tends to be quite difficult turning onto your inside edge. What I find quite difficult is keeping my weight forward. I have a tendency in my normal skiing and shorts and stuff like that to bring my weight back with my hips, so this is a good challenge for me to keep my hips over my ski.
That when the weight is in the front, where we do that extension and we feel the pressure in the shins, weight is to the front of the ski, right? And on the front of the ski, that's good, that makes the ski want to turn, amongst other things. During the turn then, where we kind of start to flex again, what then happens is that the pressure or the center of mass over the skis travels a little bit backwards, and that makes the tail of the ski being a little bit more weighted, and that means that we get grip as well. So if I stay too far forward, what usually happens is the ski starts to wash out like this because there's no pressure on the back.
Victor's very good, very clear instructions.
Pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
Pushing the boundaries, good.
Getting a little back to basics, breaking it down and rebuilding it.
And you finding that quite useful?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, excellent. John Wong back in the house. Hey, say hello to your fans, mate. There's loads of them.
Hey guys. We're working currently right now with the top group of the academy on some railroading, trying to learn how to get on our edges and be comfortable riding those edges as opposed to using our skis with much rotation. So learning to handle speed and learning to grip edges on the snow, which is really good fun. That was better towards the end. Once you got the momentum, we started rolling more. But the stance, was it always the same or did you lose it?
I was thinking about the edges more, about the stance, and then
Okay.
I started thinking about the stance later down.
But know that when the stance is perfectly there,
Yeah.
it's going to be easier to roll the edges.
It was very
So-
easy to roll the edges.
Yeah, later on with the speed.